So now we have this. Let's reverse this section here by highlighting it up here. You double click and highlight, and Control X to cut. Let's switch over to the reversed one, Control Paste. Now we have, and then we're going to go back to the original, and let's use this little section here, Control X, switch over to the flanged, Control V, and then we're going to have to move it over. So now we have so now we can go in here and chop up the actual loop that we first made into these 8 different patterns, and now we can actually go in and edit the patterns as we like. We can go ahead and get rid of all this and say let's do it like this. We can go ahead and just do something sort of random. So now we have all these different patterns to play with. I'm going to go into this pattern here and change the fine pitch down a little bit so that it sounds kind of more like this. Actually, maybe even a little bit more. Not that much though. Okay, so now we have all these patterns to work with, and we can go ahead and Control Shift C to clone a channel, a pattern, and let's do that one more time here. So now we have these 2 new patterns, and they're exactly the same as the first one. So we're going to go in, we're going to change them a little bit. Let's go ahead, turn off snap by pressing backspace and shortening these notes, and go in here. I'm going to just go ahead and make it a little bit more interesting. Now we're going to add just a quick little thing here. This is really useful for snare rushes that are more complex. You can use the tool strum to make a bouncing ball effect, and so what we're going to do is add lots of just this, because the strum effect is for chords, but you can use it in breaks too. And what we're going to do is select all these notes, Alt S to bring up the strum. We're going to make the time so that the last snare ends on a nice place. We're going to put it right there. Actually, let's go ahead and get rid of that snare and use this snare. We'll put it right there. So press OK, And now we have all these snares. We're gonna sort of mess with the time so that they're all sort of acting at the appropriate time. And right now it's actually not snares at all, but whatever pattern it makes. So what we're going to do is select all of them, go up to the tools, say limit, and we're just going to limit them to D because that's where the snare sample is. So now we have, and since that sounds kind of boring by itself, we're going to just add a quick little ditty on top. Make that longer, and then we're gonna sort of bring that in over the snares. So now that'll be nice for a sort of a fill, so we're gonna copy this, and now we're gonna put our new pattern right at the end, so we have starting at the end here. And we can also go ahead and go in here and sort of make that more like that. So now we have a good 45 seconds worth of break. You can add, your bass and effects to the rest of it, and basically don't limit yourself. Use the Control-Shift-C key a lot, clone as much as you like so that you can make more patterns, and just keep making things interesting and adding your own touch to it. Don't go by exactly what I've done in this video. Come up with your own techniques. The more techniques you come up with, the more people will think your tracks are interesting and new and fresh, and that's really what music's all about, is adding your own fingerprint to other people's ideas. And this concludes my tutorial on chopping breaks in Fruity Loops.